Somebody find me, somebody write me a message in a...
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to do leopard print nails. Now I have been requested by a few people to do this. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that just recently I've been obsessed with this trend. So I'm just going to show you what to do. I'm not going to be doing it on my own nails because I have just done mine ready for Jubilee and I have got a tutorial. So I'm going to instead be doing it on some tips, but I have cut the tips down. Now the reason I've got two is because I'm going to show you two different ways of doing leopard print. One is easier than the other, but it all depends on what tools you've got. So the things you're going to need are your colours. You can use as many or as few as you want. I'm using 3 today. So this was my base coat. This is by CRT and it is in the shade, I don't know if you can see that, Purple Sherbet. Now I actually got this free with Marie Claire this month. And then I'm using Barry M in Indigo, and I'm using Revlon in Rock. And then you will also need a black. Now this is a black striper slash like pointed tip, but you don't have to have one of these. I'm going to use this for one of the methods, but you can also use a dotter or a cocktail stick or something, so just any black polish. And then I've just got a top coat, and then I've got a dotting tool. Now you don't have to have a dotting tool, like I said, you can use a cocktail stick, you can use a pin, anything with a sharp edge. So I've done 2 coats of the purple as my base colour. You can use as many or as few colours as you like I said. Now I'm going to do the black, so I'm going to show you the easy method first. Literally all you do is, if you've got one of these pens, you can pick these up really cheap. You can literally just draw your dots on. I'm going to do a heart on these as well because I got requested to do my heart leopard nails. So all you want to do is just do little shapes like this, little circles. Do you want me to hold it a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing? Just little like C's and O's. Nothing perfect, doesn't have to be perfect. Some lines can be thicker than others. And then you can do little dots in between just to fill it in. I'm just going to put it back down. And then to do a heart, you just simply draw in a heart shape. It doesn't have to be perfect at all, like I said, because leopard print is not perfect. Like that heart is not perfect at all. So I'm going to do another one just so that you can see. There you go. And again, just carry on filling it in with your little shapes. This is such an easy nail art, especially for beginners, because you really do not need to have any sort of nail technique. And now the other way I'm going to show you, I'm going to dab some of this polish out onto just a scrap piece of paper, like so. And then I'm going to use my dotter to draw the shapes on. So I'm just going to dip into my polish and then draw my shapes this way. Now if you want to use acrylic paint you can do, but with acrylic paint you will have to make sure you put a generous top coat on afterwards. Doing this method will give you thicker leopard print. Well, depending on what size dotter you use. If you use just a normal size dotter, it will give you just normal sized shapes. I'm just running out of polish, so I'm just going to dab a little bit more. Like I said, you can use any black polish. I'm only doing this quickly. I mean, if you check out, I'll put my Instagram photos at the end of this. You can check that out and you'll see that if you take a little bit more time, you will get a better result. Running out of polish again. acrylic paint will last you a lot longer when you're doing your design. The trouble with polish is it dries very quickly while you're trying to do it. Okay, so once you have done this, you're going to leave that to dry for a second, and then we're going to fill in our dots. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other two purples and dab some of these onto the paper. I'm going to start with one colour. This is the Rock by Revlon. And then again, you just take your dotting tool and you want to fill in your circles. Now because I'm using two colours, I'm going to just alternate which dots I fill in. I'll fill it in on both. You can do rainbow nails, you could do anything you wanted. You could do just one colour, you could do traditional leopard print. Really, really easy. And then just clean off your dotter. And then take your other colour, which is this indigo one by Barry M. If you've got more of these sort of pens, then you can always just squeeze that into the centre. And now I'm just going to fill in the remaining dots. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up the colour difference, because these two colours are very similar. You're better to use contrasting colours. These are just the first ones that I grabbed. And there you go, that is your finished design. So then all you will do is when it is dry, you will apply your top coat. So this is what the design looks like. Again, I'm going to put some Instagram photos on at the end just to show you different variations of the design that I've done. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!